Okay, hey y'all. How y'all doing? It's y'all girl, Big Lex. This is Life of Lex, so I'm gonna say get your shit together, but I obviously need to get my shit together. But yeah, this is Life of Lex. I'm back at it again for another one. Um, yeah, and I've been thinking about y'all and how much I just enjoy doing this. Not that, not that it's just helping. I don't know if it's helping anybody or it just helps me to talk. Because as an only child, I never really had people to talk to. Especially the times when I was needed someone to talk to, right? And so it just helps to know that this is a healthy form of talking to yourself. Because I always thought that it was kind of crazy to talk to yourself, but this is a healthy way to do it, right? So, yeah. My life, you guys, I don't know what is to come of it, but it has been a roller coaster, okay? A roller coaster that just, it's out of this world. It's unordinary, like, it's just so crazy. And it's like the things that I have faith in are what keeps me going. But you don't always get what you want, right? But it's also not okay to settle either. And so in order to not just settle or go downhill, you gotta just keep going. Find something else to have faith for. Until something comes and then you have faith for something else. That's all I can tell you, because one day I want one thing and the next day I want another thing. And I'm like, oh, 2 days ago I wanted the other thing. And wow, I should probably think about how I should get to that thing. And it's like, it's not the point that you keep looking back. Well, it's just keep moving forward. Just keep going forward. And it's tough. It's very tough to find something to look forward to or have faith in. Like, okay, well, maybe this isn't my time. Maybe I haven't learned something yet. Maybe I haven't experienced something yet. And that's what I'm waiting on, right? But also those things that we haven't experienced or that we are hoping for, it hurts sometimes. It comes with disappointments. Like, dead ass. You be fucked up. Like, damn, I thought I wanted this and I ended up with this. But it also can be your biggest blessing if you let it. Like, it can also be the best thing that ever happened. You wanted one thing, you ended up with something way better. And that's the beauty of life. Let's see on what comes next. So I guess I'm excited to see what comes next in my life. But I also understand that it may come with disappointments. May come with pain. It may come with stress. But I just gotta find something else to look forward to. I guess. And that's okay. As long as it keep you floating, as long as it keep your boat above water, that's okay. So yeah. Still hoping for one thing though, and I don't want to say it out loud and jinx it. Or I guess rather just say it out loud and allow other forces that are beyond me to attack the things that I've said aloud. Because there's power in your words, right? The things we say aloud. You could think a million things, but the ones you act on or divulge into are what counts, right? Things that your heart are drawn to, that's what counts. So if you're drawn to evil, nasty thing, that's what floats your boat. Well, then sooner or later, the boat gonna start sinking. But if your heart is good things or things that you want good in your life or things that you want to do good in your life or positive things, and that'll actually keep you afloat. When I was younger, my dad used to always ask me something and I would say yes. He'd be like, "You positive?" And I'd be like, "Yes." And he'd be like, "Spell it." And I'd be like, POSITIVE, right? So I guess I need to be more positive. It's so crazy how life works. This weekend, I went to go hang out with a friend from college, right? And just talking to her, I realized that it was actually part of the plan for me to go to the college I went to, right? Because a lot of people from my high school went. There were a lot of people that came and visited. There were so many memories that were made. I met a lot of different people that I'm still in contact with, like that specific friend. Like, just the beauty of it lets me know that I was there for a reason. And even though I didn't get my degree from there, I was supposed to go there. I was supposed to start there, right? And the school I went to wasn't my first choice. I had already applied to one school and then got denied. And I was like, well, after I went to the school, I was like, okay, I can go here. This is nice. This is nice school. I ain't even gonna hold you. And we didn't even finish the tour of the school because it started raining real hard. And so we just left. So I'd only seen bits and pieces of the school, and I was sold. You didn't have to tell me twice, right? And I applied to that school and another school. And for my birthday, one of my best friends, she was like, "I'm gonna surprise you and take you somewhere for your birthday." I'm like, okay, cool. And she took me to a basketball game of the school that I went to and the other school that I applied to, and I had gotten into both. And so I was like, well, friend, whoever school wins this game, that's who school I'm going to, right? And that's how I ended up at the school that I went to. I wasn't even paying attention to the game. I just wanted to see who won. Because I was there just off pure vibes, like, shit, a surprise, I'm in. And I couldn't have imagined that was what would be such a defining factor of my life. Like, when she said a surprise, I didn't know what it would have been. Like, I honestly just didn't know. And that's the beauty of life, y'all. And also, I know y'all sick and tired of me hearing, telling y'all that I need to stop telling people that I don't know what to do with my life. So, I'm just gonna do my best. Okay? People say, what you want to do with your life? Or what do you want to be when you grow up? My best. And I have to walk in there, show up as my best everywhere I go. Meaning that whatever tears I had to cry before I get there, I had to cry them so that I can show up and show out. If I had to show up scared, I got to show up being the best looking, best feeling, scared motherfucker I know. Okay? And that's just that on that. Period poo. Yeah, period poo. I almost said period purr. But I don't think that's how it goes. It's period poo. So I'm just living life, y'all. Doing my best. If that's not good enough for you, then I'm so sorry. But I can only try my best. If I'm not even trying, that's a problem. But me not trying means me being in the bed all day, because I can do that real good. But if I got up and brushed my teeth before 5 o'clock in the afternoon, bitch, I'm doing my damn best. So any more that you expect of me, that sounds like a personal fucking problem. If you expect me to look a certain way or smell a certain way or talk a certain way, that's a personal fucking problem. Okay? I'm gonna talk how I want to talk. I talk different, like, code switch a lot. But this how I talk on the podcast is just how I want to talk. And so, switch up a lot. Just based off of what I'm saying. Because sometimes I'll sound real country. And sometimes I'll sound real urban, I'll say. And sometimes I'll sound real proper. But it's just all parts of me. I'm all of the above. I talk how I talk. Can't nobody talk like me. You can't put the same sentences put together because only I can do that. Okay? So, in showing up as my best self, I have to but I have to experiment in the things that I would do as my best self, right? Which is why I'm talking to y'all, okay? Because my best self loves this podcast. I love talking out my feelings and working through parts of my life and putting the pieces together. And I was listening to one of my episodes earlier today while I braiding my hair. And so I was listening to a podcast episode of when I was talking about I Left Jenny. And I was cracking myself up. And it's just like I could tell the moments of when I would pause, of like what I was feeling and what feelings they brought on now. Like just listening to myself talk was so entertaining. And when I was younger, I didn't like to listen to my talking voice. But now it's just like, this girl all right. Like, damn. You all right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be telling myself. Like, damn. You really got your head on together. You really pretty, a little funny. Just a little. Not too funny. But just a little. Enough to crack me up. And I'll laugh at anything. I'll laugh at not jokes, dad jokes. Kid can say dip, and I'ma laugh, okay? You can just start laughing, and I'ma laugh. Like, I'ma laugh at anything. I'll laugh at a funeral. If there was a joke that was being told, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Just knowing that as my best self, I can enjoy parts of me that, while it may have hurt when I did them, because I could hear in my voice in that episode, like my voice was shaking and I was nervous because I didn't know that was what I was supposed to be doing, talking about Jenny Rivera. And I have so much like admiration for her and her strength and her posture as a woman, right? And for cheekies as well. And it just felt like I have to get this out, right? Who else besides me is sitting around doing nothing but hitting the blunt and watching mariposa de barrio? Nobody, right? So there's no rhyme or reason of why I do the shit that I do. But I know when something feels right, it feels like there's voices in my head saying, oh, nobody's going to care, or they're going to think this or that or whatever. I don't care what the fuck you think. You can think I got a blue asshole for all I care. Because I know what my asshole look like. You don't. So get the fuck out. Like, I gotta get out of my fucking head and stop worrying about what the fuck anybody's gonna think, because, like I said, like my therapist told me, y'all not helping me wipe my ass. So, therefore, I don't care what y'all think. Yep. And that's that on that. So, moving right along. What do I want to do next as my best self, right? Showing up as the best Lex that I can be. Well, like I said, I'm talking to y'all. And just enjoying the fact that I can do this. Because it says that my pro plan is valid until the 22nd. And today is the 20th. So if I don't have $8, $10 in my account, I'll be talking to y'all when I talk to y'all. I'll come around the mountain when I come, okay? But just know I'm coming back, because I got to get back to this, right? Got to do this. Got to see it through, my boy. It's also crazy because they say that a lot of people don't, with a podcast, they don't make it past like 10 episodes. And on my Spanish podcast, I didn't make it past 5. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing or getting myself into. And it was becoming way too much work for my brain to process. I just had to step away. And I would feel bad because I stepped away. But now I'm just like, you know what? I had to do what I had to do. I had to focus on what's actually working for me. Right? And this is what was working for me. This podcast. So yeah. I don't know. Oops. I don't know what I want to do about singing. Because I don't know if I want to write music or not. Like, I can write a song or two, but I don't typically finish them. Or it takes a while. And then once you write a song, you have to have music to go with it. And I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. I just got the singing part down. And one thing that I want y'all to know. That I can't get the song No Llega El Olvido by Jenny Rivera out of my head, out of my heart, because it just feels so real to me. Like, one night I remember I just played the song on repeat. Well, many of nights I just played the song on repeat in the shower. Just sing as hard as I can. Just get it out. I even did that today, and it just felt so good. And then the Resentment came on by Beyonce, and y'all, I was in fucking tears. Oh my goodness. And I had been singing Resentment for a long time. Know the song front to back, back to front. But that time, I shed a tear too. Like, I felt that shit. And that's what matters to me. That I can feel the shit that I'm into. Or songs that I'm singing. Because that's when I shine the most. And No Llega Olvido is just such a song that I didn't even have to know the words to know there was some pain behind that song when she sang it. Cause I don't think she wrote the song, but when she sang it, you could hear it. You can hear the pain, the struggle. Alright? And I used to always think that my voice was nice, but there was no pain behind it. I had plenty of pain, but I didn't express it through singing, through my voice. Right? And so I would just always not think that I was good enough because it was like, oh, I have just an okay voice, right? And then I realized that Jenny had pain behind her voice. It don't matter if you think that she sounds good as a singer or not. She had to get that shit out. Right? It's like, you gotta get that shit out. You just gonna die. And when she sang, that's how she got it out. And people could feel that, right? You feel that when you're listening to the recordings. People felt it when they went to her concerts. At her last concert, you could feel the pain when she sang Paloma Negra and Sufriendo a Solas. So that is what I am divulging into. Not holding back the pain when it comes to expressing myself and singing, because the voice is there. I gotta get that pain out and stop stressing. Stop, thinking so much. Just sing it out. Be done with it, right? So, yeah, that's what I'm working on now. What I'm going to work on after I get done talking to y'all and telling y'all about my life. So, I don't know how y'all going to hear about it or know about it, but just know that that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be singing my heart out. Whether I become a singer or not, just know that when I sing, it's because I had to get that shit out. Or I'm going to explode, right? Because that's what I got to do it for. Whether anybody likes my voice or not, I got to sing to get this shit out. Keep my mind from going there. Y'all like my ringtone? I used to love it when I would be like, one time I was in a Ross in the dressing room and somebody texted me and my phone went tee 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 tee. And somebody was like, what's the stitch? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. But I don't really get that now. Like, nobody does that now. Like, I don't know if they know who Kim Possible is. But my friend, when I saw my friend this weekend and she heard my ringtone, she was like, "You still got that Kim Possible ringtone?" I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta get my $1.47 worth out of it." You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was like $1.60. But I gotta get my money's worth, and it works for me because anybody's phone can go ding ding or whatever the hell the little regular iMessage shit is. I phone shit. But when it go dee 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 dee, I know that's my phone. So yeah, that is a little bit of me. I used to love Kim Possible. And I used to always like, cause she would do like flips on top of the basketball court and to the top of the gym and then down on top of the pyramid and flip all the way down by herself. Like, I used to want to do that, but now I realize that that's a cartoon. I haven't met a person yet that can do that. When I do, I'm gonna make them my ringtone. Whatever the hell they got to say about life, they'll be my ringtone. Until the end, I'm gonna stick with Kim Possible. Okay? Okay. It's a damn shame. But I love it though. It fits me. So yeah. If you're listening, just know that it's not about what we worry about that's affecting our lives. It's the fact that we are worrying in the first place. Because when you're worrying, you can't move. You're stagnant. It's giving a horizontal. Okay? It's not giving vertical. And so we need to go vertical. It's in the sky, it's like a miracle. If you know that song, I fuck with you. But we gotta go vertical. We gotta go up, not down. Up. Okay. What's the formula for the slope? MX plus B or some shit. You should know what the fuck I'm talking about. And y'all used to be like, we're never gonna use the Pythagorean theorem in real life. Okay. That just means you ain't thinking hard enough if you ain't using the Pythagorean theorem. But don't think too hard, okay? So, yeah, like I said, I just gotta work on feeding what interests me at the moment. And if that's not enough for anybody else, for me to show up as my best, then they can kiss my ass. Okay? If I'm showing up for my best and you don't like that, you can kiss my ass. Okay? Okay. And if you don't want to kiss my ass, then you can, I guess, kiss the ground. At least. Chupa el piso. Chupale mijo. But anyways, I'm gonna leave y'all alone and get out y'all's hair. And I love that sometimes my episodes are very long and sometimes they're not that long. And that's okay. There's still more to listen to. That's the beauty of it. So, without further ado, love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all. And make sure y'all don't keep that chicken grease for too long. Throw it out at some point. Okay? Bye, y'all.